What's going on, New York? Welcome back to another episode of
Knicks Anonymous.
episode. Come on, Stevie. I know you got this. Stevie. I know you got this.
94.
94, baby.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to think about it, but I got
Hell
it.
yeah. Right on the dot. That's what I like to see. 94. Almost to 95. Then, next benchmark, 100. We got to pop a bottle or something.
I
I don't know.
On air? Well,
Yeah,
not on air, but like on live.
Yeah, on live, 100%.
All right, bet.
We could definitely do that. Okay, speaking of live, that Riverside thing, we are definitely still in the making on that. I will take full responsibility for selling. I've been going through a lot and just really haven't had time to really just look at it. And laziness, if we're gonna be honest. I'm only human. I'm sorry. You guys can bug me in the DMs about it. You can do whatever you want. And speaking of DMs, Stevie, tell the people where they can actually DM us.
Oh yeah. You can excuse me, y'all. I got the hiccups. Follow us on Instagram at Knicks Anonymous. Follow us on Twitter at Knicks Anonymous with a Z, spelled KNICKZ Anonymous. TikTok, you can follow us at Knicks Anonymous as well. Check our website, knicksanonymous.com. And you can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, and Breaker.
So good, it's almost like he writes it down. Don't tell them, Stevie. They don't gotta know. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure they do.
So, okay, first things first, before I even say anything, we would like to apologize because for those of you who know, you know that you are now listening to this on Tuesday. No, this is not permanent. Of course, this is just a Knicks Anonymous thing.
Happens from time to time.
So I apologize. Not gonna lie, Stevie, I'm on my relaxation tip right now. I just came back from skateboarding and I cannot feel my body.
It's great.
I'm in pain. I actually saw a very tragic accident. A motorcycle got hit by a car. It was pretty crazy.
That's not so great.
No, it wasn't. It was actually pretty intense. I saw sparks flying. It was crazy. It's crazy. So hence why you see the new camera set up, and I'm very unprofessional at the moment, leaning back. Please forgive me. I'm usually on sit up, but today
You have a new camera set up because you saw a motorcycle accident?
Huh?
I said you have a new camera set up because you saw a motorcycle accident?
No, I have a new camera set up because I'm relaxing today.
Oh, okay. No, because you said the motorcycle thing, and then you said that right after.
No, I said I'm on the relaxed tip, but okay, I get it. Okay, no, yeah, that's clear. No. Pray for that guy for 100%. Pray for that dude, and he's definitely getting the bread. Shout out to new Mike. You already know how we do, but listen, you're not here for any of that. Let's really get into what y'all really here for. A very special at the Knicks, exactly. A very special week indeed, Stevie.
Oh yeah.
And how special, you may ask? Go ahead, ask.
How special is it?
So special that the Knicks have clinched the playoffs.
That's pretty damn special.
And for a lot of you Tibbs haters out there, Tibbs is 2 for 3, baby.
Yes, sir. Oh, and just to brag, Knicks Anonymous predicted 44 wins in the beginning of the season. We're currently at 46. We told you so.
Okay. Knicks, okay, I love Stevie because he kept it Knicks Anonymous. I love you for that, Stevie. But let's be real. You were the one. I said 40. I think I said 43. He was the one that said 44.
Well,
so
we were both wrong because we're at 46, but I don't mind.
That's right. But, it's the thought that counts. I love that, Stevie. I love you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Knicks clinched. Here we are again, Stevie. Right back. We got one minor setback. It took one good trade, or two because of Josh Hart, or three because Hartenstein, Hart, Brunson.
We made the moves, is what you're trying to say.
We made the moves, and not only the moves, but we're also getting here due to the draft picks that Leon Rose made that everybody was very unhappy about. Maybe besides Quickly. Everybody else, it was a problem. But now, Stevie, now we're seeing true. I'm gonna be real though. I'm gonna keep it 100 bucks as always. I hope Knicks fans are really enjoying what's going on right now, because what's happening is development. There's nothing but development going on right now. You wanted the young kids to play. You wanted us not to go for a mega superstar, which is why we turned down Donovan Mitchell, right? If you really want to think about it.
And that turned out to be good.
If you really want to think about it. But then again, you know how Knicks fans are. We want one thing, we don't get it, and then somehow we turn it upside down, sideways, and we turn it into a problem. I don't know how we do it. It's just in our blood, in our DNA. But that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That's okay, and that's why we're here, because we like to correct and spit knowledge and facts to you guys, because at the end of the day, we are also Knicks fans. We fall victim to this such disease. I don't know what to call it, but I don't
well, not as much as everybody else. Excuse me, not as much as everybody else, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah, so whatever. So we like to give you guys the facts, because we are the people's voice.
We are nothing without the people. God
Exactly.
damn it.
Exactly. So listen. Let's get into the games, right? So we're not really gonna talk about the games, but we're gonna talk about the games, and you know how we do, straight talk. Because we really want to get into the playoff picture and things, because that's where I know that's where everybody's mind is, and there's a very important event that went down in one of these games that actually changed the dynamic of the team. And by those keywords, you probably already guessed it, but I ain't gonna tell you till we get there. So starting off the week, we played the Rockets. Now, Stevie, going into that Rockets game, it was looking very atrocious. Last episode, I said, last week, I tweeted that if we play like that, if we play like how we did in that week against the Cavs in the first round, we would get swept undoubtedly. Like, we would get annihilated.
You did say that.
Annihilated, right? So the Knicks came into this game hungry, right?
As they should.
Yeah, and in the beginning of the game, it was actually looking so slow for us. It was looking like kids, right? Because the Rockets are a young team, kids, right?
For the most part.
Most would compare them to your average AAU team, which I played, by the way. Shout out to all my AAU players out there. 6 a.m. games and all the above. You know how that goes. Could you imagine that, Stevie? 7 a.m. on a Sunday, you got to go all the way like upstate.
God damn.
I was dedicated. I'm not gonna lie. I was good.
Good though. That's what's up.
I was dedicated. So they come into the Garden with nothing to lose at all. I mean, they are far. Same with the Magics. The Magic thing happened because there's pressure on us. Now it comes down to pressure going down the stretch, right? These teams don't have a chance, so they're playing all free-nilly. They're gonna do things they may not have ever done in the regular season because nobody cares. They're not gonna go anywhere, so they're gonna make it their best interest to mess up your day.
Yeah, they came at us. The Rockets came at us, bro. At first, the Knicks did not. Let me not say they didn't have control, but I'm gonna say what happened in the beginning of this game is what happened to us versus the Kings. We weren't ready for their pace. But fortunately for us, we adjusted to their pace quicker than we did against the Kings. You know what I mean? That one game that I said we lost because of the pace, we adjusted here. Obviously, like you said, because they're a team of kids. And there's no disrespect to them because they got a few good young kids. They got what's his name? Jalen Green. I was gonna say Jabari Green.
Mr. NFT.
Yeah, Jalen Green. That's why I was gonna say Jabari Green, because Jabari Smith is there. Jabari Smith is pretty good as well. They got some decent going over there, but they got a lot of development going. But the Knicks eventually
they have a lot of development to do.
Yes, they have a lot of development going and a lot of development to do. You're right, but the point is,
absolutely.
Eventually, the Knicks took control. They won 137, 115, and this was the game Quickly dropped his career high 40. Shout out to Quickly for that one.
Yo, listen, that man has been the talk of the town recently, and let me tell you, I could not be more proud in Emmanuel Quickly.
Oh yeah, bro. His development has been fun to watch, bro. He went from just think about it. He went from just being just the offensive threat off the bench with bad shot selection and bad percentages to a dude that pretty much does it all.
And all, like, even like point guard play,
Yeah.
like to IQ, no pun intended, to the shot selection is getting better. His decision making everybody around him better.
Especially the decision making. That sticks out. He wasn't too good at that at first, or that wasn't his strength. That's starting to become a strength.
And I think more, he's improved his defense. As good as he was as a defender before, his defense, I think, is what's really making him like stand. No, actually, I lied. I think his offense is what's making him stand out. But his defense is a good complement to his game. Especially because our team is small, so we're gonna need all the help we can get, really. And I said that and not really even like plugging myself in, but I might as well. But I think the height thing on our team is the biggest problem to our perimeter defense. Everybody,
it depends on the matchup.
Okay, now
I'll say that it depends on the matchup.
I'm glad you said that.
Which is why we had problems with Toronto a few times this year, because they're a long team. You know what I mean? So I feel you.
I was gonna say, because that's where it gets juicy a little bit, because Knicks like to switch a lot. They like to switch, and we don't have the height to be switching like that. You can find Brunson on their small forward or their 6'8" shooting guard. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like, especially with the Miami game,
they attacked Brunson.
Dude,
they came at him that game.
They literally, you could see it. You could see it. They literally focused on him. They're like, yes,
yeah, they game planned that one. They were like, we going at him. He might get his buckets, but we gonna make him work. And that was a smart plan. I can't even lie. That's good coaching in the Heat's part.
Dude, the Heat went 40. They went 44%. Okay, look at for these games, right? The Heat went 44%. Cleveland went 51%.
Oh God, both teams went all.
No. I'm sorry. 45%.
Yeah, that's good.
The Wizards went 40%. So literally everybody is just having their way with us on the perimeter. Everybody. And everyone's saying like, yo, you gotta fix it, you gotta fix it. I'm saying they're doing everything they can to fix it, but you can't fix the one solution.
Height.
You cannot grow at the age of 25, 26, mister. I'm sorry, it's done. Finished. Finitoed. Now, how do we fix that? I don't know. That's a question for Tom Thibodeau and those guys. I just think personally that's what's holding them back on the perimeter, really, because I see it. I think they're doing fine with the moving and the. It's just, dude, you're just getting shot over, like, But there are times, though, a lot of times their corners are open. Their corners and their wings are open. Lack of communication sometimes. But the Knicks really need to, how do you feel about that, Stevie? Like, how do you feel? Because I don't think that's good going into the playoffs. Letting teams shoot, 40, 43 plus from the 3-point line.
Yeah, we would have to fix that. And and it's not from a lack of trying. We do have good defenders. As you said, it's just the height difference, And as I said, that won't be a problem if we face Cleveland in the first round. Because height-wise, the height problem in Cleveland is their front line. That's where the problem would lie. Because their guys are bigger than ours. Jarrett Allen and Mobley, they're both 7-footers. You know what I mean? Mitchell Robinson's not a 7-footer. He's not that far off, but he's not a 7-footer. And Randle isn't either. And who knows if he's going to be and who knows if and Obi Toppin isn't either, because who knows if Randle's going to be available game 1, game 2, what I mean, if we play them.
Shout out to Obi too. We gonna get into him a little bit.
But yeah, height might depending on who we play. If it's Philly in the first round, oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. But against the Cavs, the height probably would be on the front line. So I don't think it would affect us that much because Mitch can hang with the big dudes, as could Randle. Obi, I don't know. You got to see him in the lineup to see if he can hang with the big dudes the way Randle could. That's what kind of separates them because Randle's a better interior player than Obi Toppin is.
Definitely stronger.
Yeah, but as I said, depending on the matchup, if it's Philly, big problem. Cavs, not so much.
Dude,
Second round, depending on if we make it there, that's when it's gonna be exposed. If we play a team like the Bucks, for example.
And it is good for us in a way, you know, like it's good to be exposed because now you know, like I'm not saying it's good, you know, it's not good.
No, it is good because then you know what you gotta go after.
Exactly, you know that's what I mean. Like it's obviously it's not good to lose because no one wants to lose, but at the same time you don't know what to fix if you don't fail, you know.
True.
So because all we want right now is first round. If we take first round, by all you can do whatever you want after that. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because if you're a Knicks fan right now and your mentality is championship, you're delusional. I'm sorry. It's possible. It's like we said it. You could go on a run, but like Stevie said, teams like the Sixers, the Bucks, they're not gonna have it. They're not gonna let us do that. At least not what we have right now.
I think we would have a chance to beat the Celtics if we met them.
No,
yes,
Celtics,
they're better.
absolutely.
I think the Celtics are a better team than us. Let me get that out the way. Despite the fact we beat them twice, I still think they're a better team than us. And they'll most likely beat us in a series, honestly speaking. In the 7-game series, the Celtics will most likely win. But either out of them, the Bucks and the Sixers, we can steal it from them over the other two.
You know what? I like that. Because I don't know. It's just the luck of the draw. I mean, like I said, we got Boston numbers like the Yankees with the Celtics, Giants with the Patriots, Knicks with the Celtics.
Well, recently, at least.
Recently, yeah, you know. And I would much rather Celtics than the Six because I don't want to because Embiid's having an MVP year. I don't want to mess with him right now. And the Bucks are the Bucks. Drew Holiday seems to get better every year somehow.
He had a 50 piece the other day.
Listen, I don't want to see any of those guys, and that's what we're missing. You know, at the end of the day, we're missing. I think it's height. I think it's a small forward. I think we're missing a small forward. I think we need to get RJ back to the 2, and we need a valid small forward. That's me personally.
That's controversial right there.
That is controversial.
What to some people?
That is controversial. So because imagine RJ. I mean, because RJ's a big dude, bro. He's gonna have to slim down, whether he plays the 3 or the 2. He's gonna have to slim down a little bit to get that speed up. You know, because if I
think RJ's fine the way he is.
Nah,
I think he'd be better suited guarding the 2, but I think he's fine the way he is.
Nah, a little bit, just a little something, a little 10, 20 pounds, a little something. But okay, look at Snapple facts. Since we was talking about Emmanuel quickly, right? This is his last 5 games. He's averaging 25 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds.
You doing that off the bench?
Yes.
Wow, it's impressive.
You would think he was starting the entire year. You would really think that. And the fact that he's able to cover, because there's times Brunson has went down and we've won with quickly.
Against the Celtics, for one.
That's funny that you mentioned that. Okay, so let's get into the main event of things. So let's get away from the Rockets game. The Rockets game was a must win. We won. It was kind of slow, rocky, but you know, Knicks were able to, you know, pull themselves together quickly, rally the troops, you know, and we got it done. So so now we travel fast forward to my birthday. You already know my birthday wasn't the 29th, it was the 28th. But I went to the Miami game as a birthday gift. Shout out to Pops Anonymous.
Final score 101-92 Knicks. Bro,
that was a great game.
That was an old school ass game.
That was a great game. An excellent game. I mean, back and forth, dude. I mean, it was just nonstop buckets. And, you know, one thing I said about that game, you know, because it was kind of looking slow for us a little bit because it kind of looked like they had our number at some point. And what I was saying is that I think we're feeding too much into their game, which is because we like to run transition, but they also like to run transition. But I think they run transition better than us due to the shooters that they have. You know what I mean? So we can't play that game with them because of people like Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler. You know, we can't do that. Or who else? I forgot. They have a couple other guys. Whatever. You know,
Duncan Robinson killed us in that game. He came off. You know what's funny about Duncan Robinson? He was out of the rotation for most of the year because he can't play defense, and they recently took him out the rotation, and he's been killing from three, like he's supposed to do.
so this turned out to a shootout. That's
Yeah,
I think Spoelstra gave up on defense. He was like, you know what? You want
yeah.
to shoot it out? We can shoot it out.
I think that's exactly what happened. You got 4 threes from Duncan Robinson, as I said, 4 threes from Gabe Vincent. What killed them was Tyler Hero was 2 for 10. That's what killed them. The defense on him. Shout out to Quentin Grimes, by the way.
And what was Jimmy Butler's number? I think he had a
He had 12. He had 12
he had a
points.
very bad game.
Actually, no. Like efficiency wise, he only took 10 shots. There goes that defense again.
And Bam Adebayo with the 9 points. You know, Mitchell Robinson holding it down.
Unfortunately, like this game we won, but with a price. You all know the price.
Yes. So this is. Thank you, Stevie. This is what I hinted at in the beginning of the show. So if y'all look at the box score, it says Julius Randle, 15 minutes, 3 points, 5 rebounds. Now, LJ, why did he play 15 minutes and why does he have 3 points? I'll tell you why.
I think they all know.
I'll tell you why. He rolled his ankle.
And it didn't look good neither, bro. Like when it happened, I was like, ooh, he's gonna be out for a minute.
And we didn't notice. The only time we noticed was when who was in the game? I think Obi was getting like I think Obi passed the quarter threshold, the Tibbs threshold, and me and my dad was like, "Did Obi just finish a quarter?" You know what I mean? Like, and I got the announcement right there on the because when you're at the game, you don't really, you know what I mean? Like,
I know.
so because like he left, he just never came. We thought he came back. So yeah, so high ankle sprain out, pretty much till playoffs, and I thought it was gloom and doom. Not gonna lie, I thought it was over. I had no faith in Obi Toppin whatsoever because Obi Toppin finished his game with 6 points and he took over for Julius Randle in a very important situation. Not
I hate to say it, bro, but right after he went down, the ball started moving like fluently. And this is not to talk down Julius Randle because we backed him up on this show many times, and I'll go as far as to say we're not gonna win without him. But we didn't look too bad without him, is all I'm saying.
I'll tell you this. It's good that you said we can't win without him, because we can't.
I'm talking about like win, like go all the way,
you,
or have a chance to go all the way. That's what I mean.
I'll tell you where Julius Randle's injury prevails. It now gives everybody a chance to warm up and do what they have to do going into the playoffs. Everybody's bugging out without Randle. Everybody.
Quentin Grimes specifically.
Quentin Grimes, even Obi Toppin, he got 21 points the other night.
They was led this game. They were led by Grimes and Quickly, 24 and 23 points. So yeah, unfortunately, Randle went down. That's the price we paid. But the ball moves, and guys get to show there's. You know what it is too, because Randle stops the ball. He's an ISO player. So without him, you have one less ISO player. Because all you have is Jalen Brunson. So once Jalen Brunson passes the ball, you know the ball is moving.
And everybody else is passing the ball.
Exactly. And everybody's touching the ball at least once, which is how basketball should be played anyway, in my opinion.
See, that kind of basketball that we're talking about right now is the backup to the ISO. Now, we're not saying ISO is bad because Julius Randle is an ISO player. But the problem with the ISO ball is that when the ISO ball isn't working, you cannot continue to ISO ball. You need to do this, what's happening right now without him. This is what needs to be done. This is the backup plan. It needs to swing. It needs to flow. I hope Randall's looking. I hope he's watching. I hope he's really taking notes of what's going on. And it really showed more in the Wizards game, more than anything. The stat line for the Wizards game is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 players had 20. No, 4 players had 20.
That's no,
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Yeah,
there's no coincidence, my brother.
we'll get
None.
into that.
No coincidence. You know what? Let's get into it because honestly, the Miami game is a wrap. I'm not gonna lie to you. We hard fought victory all the way down to the end. Knicks were able to clamp up, clutch up when needed. And that's that. That's really it. It was a great win. A lot of Miami fans in the building, by the way, that were just talking hella shit. Put the quarter in the jar. And, you know, we had to send them home packing, long flight to Florida, you know.
Yep.
You know how we do.
Heard you.
So yeah, moving on to this Wizards game.
Wait, Cavs first.
Oh, Cavs first. You're right.
Final score 130-116. Bro, it didn't look good at first, bro. They dropped 47 on us in the first quarter. Even though they was both going back and forth, bro. Almost dropping 50 in a quarter is, despite the fact we won the game and we won it in spectacular fashion in the end because we knocked them down in the end, bro, almost giving up 50 is inexcusable. I'm sorry. That's the negative in this game. That 47-point first quarter. Because that was, yeah, as I said, both teams were going back and forth. Jalen Brunson was looking like a monster. Donovan Mitchell was looking like a monster. I get it, bro, but still, 47 and a quarter, not a good look.
I mean, it was really Donovan Mitchell versus the world, really. I mean, he had 42, and the next guy up was Garland, and he had 20.
That's crazy, bro. Donovan Mitchell was like, bro, like, I can't lie. I'm not mad we didn't get him, but like when I see him do stuff like this, it's like, man, it would have been cool if he was doing that here. But it doesn't matter because we beat them, so whatever.
And they actually have a better roster than us, quote unquote.
I don't think they do, but we match up with them well.
I don't think we do. I don't think they do, bro. I think we've earned that title.
Wait. You said Mitchell had 42? Screw that. Brunson had 48.
No. This was the reason why we were actually.
He was in the zone, bro. That's an understatement to say that.
And thank God he was.
He was in the zone.
Thank God he was, bro. I mean, dude, RJ Barrett, 2 of 7 from 3, 6 of 17. Quentin Grimes, 3 of 8. Not bad. 4 of 9. Not that bad. Mitchell Robinson or Obi Toppin, 2 for 2, 12 points. Yeah. Emmanuel Quickly, 14 points. Josh Hart, 11 points. That's the bench shit I'm talking about. Put another quarter there.
Like, we're good, bro. We're good.
I think we have a better team than them. I think they have more potential talent, maybe, but
we're deeper.
Yeah.
We're deeper. We're a deeper team.
Yeah.
Wise. Because think about it. If somebody goes down, like hypothetically speaking, not wishing it, a guard goes down, Deuce McBride takes their place.
That is true. Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean?
And I think that's where we beat most teams because in the past our starters used to be dog water, and then our bench used to come in, and we used to be golden. You know, so
now they're evening up.
Because remember, we said it in the past episode. It flipped. Our bench, our starters were doing good, and our bench wasn't.
Now it's starting to even up. It's starting to even up. I'm telling you, right on time for the playoff season too.
This is great, and this is why I'm not saying injury is good or anything, but let's be real for a second. Now that Julius Randle's hurt, everybody gets to play and touch the ball and get into a rhythm. That's the main issue with ISO ball is rhythm. RJ Barrett is gonna go 4 possessions without the ball. Quentin Grimes is gonna go 3 possessions without the ball. That lingers on you because now you're at that point you're doing straight cardio. You know, you're just exerting energy for no reason, and sometimes you lose motivation mentally. You know, when am I gonna get the ball? This, down, the third, and then you finally get the ball when you probably wasn't really expecting it, and then you shoot a brick. I think that's the main. That's why I don't really like ISO ball. I think the ball needs to be move, and it's work. It's you can't say this method isn't working. We on a 4-game winning streak or 3-game winning streak with it because the
Hell,
Rockets he played.
hell, the Golden State Warriors formed a dynasty off ball movement. So yeah.
And they did it with 3 ball dominant people. So Tibbs, it's time to take some notes, man. I like the ISO ball, but it's too critical to yourself when it's stopped. Because now because especially with Randle, because we all know he's kind of like a time bomb, when he gets frustrated and he loses his cool and whatnot. So I think it's time to talk some serious notes when they get that break. Because we got a week break, right, for the playoffs. So
I think so. I'm not sure how long the break is because remember we still got the play-in tournament. But yeah, we get a little break.
So it's time to use that break wisely and really check back in. Because look, New York. Let's be real, New York. Let's not even go there. All right. Let's not even start. We don't need Randle. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did put it in the chat. I did.
But there's a lot of haters out there hyped that this happened.
I did put it in the group chat. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of haters that's hyped that this happened.
Okay? What do you think? Wait, hold on, wait, whoa.
I think about
no,
what?
wait, we're not finished yet. We're not finished yet. We gotta finish the games first, and then I'll ask you that question.
All right, so getting into the Wizards.
Yeah, just because that's the main game I want to talk about. This is it. This is peak.
All right, final score to that game: 118-109. No Kuzma, no Porzingis, no
anybody.
Kuzma, Porzingis, and who's their other guy?
Bradley Beal.
Yeah, that's how did I forget Bradley Beal? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Bradley Beal. And
Kispert knocked us. He was a problem, yo. Kispert always gives us problems for some reason.
Yeah, I was wrong on that side. My player to watch was Denny Advia. He had 9 points. He had 9 points. He had a bad game. I'm not gonna lie, the Wizards was putting to us as well.
Yeah, they had a double-digit lead at one point. I think they had like an 11, 12-point lead, if I'm not mistaken.
The first half was treacherous, my boy. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this game was for the clinch. I didn't know that. I'm gonna be real. I didn't even know that going into this game.
I'm glad we clinched it, man, because like it didn't look too good. It looked like this was gonna be a trap game. The way it started.
We had to beat the trap, bro. You gotta beat the trap.
But I'm glad we did. Led by, as I said, I think 4 guys with 20. Hold on, let me check that out. Yep. Obi had 21, Brunson 27, Quickly 22, Grimes 27, who has been on fire, by the way, lately.
Bro, are you ever seeing those numbers with Julius Randle on the floor? Listen, I love Julius Randle. I love what he's done. He's an all-star.
Three guys with 20, not 4. Because it's happened. It's actually happened this year. So, yeah. 3 guys, not 4. So, I guess to answer that question, no.
Ball movement. That's all I gotta say. Ball movement. It's needed. It's the Melo effect. It got to the point where our bench wasn't even really needed because our bench did horrible, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're. There was even an Evan Fournier sighting. I mean, because Barrett didn't play. I didn't even know Barrett wasn't playing. Apparently, he was a game time decision.
Sick. He was game time decision. Yeah.
I saw Fournier on the floor. I started losing it. I was like, this is unreal. I have never. I ain't never ever seen you act like this.
So when you see 48, you know we're winning.
He's the good luck charm.
Yeah, that means the game's over.
Oh, that means okay. No, but he was actually like in the game. Like he was actually getting minutes. He had 7 minutes to be exact.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
He had 7 minutes to be exact. And listen, the main person I want to focus on here, besides the other person I want to focus on, because I did call him out to be the player to watch. I want to shout out Obi Toppin because I give Obi Toppin a lot of crap. And this game, he had 21 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists.
He got to up those rebounds. I need more rebounds than 1, Obi.
He does need to up the rebounds, but I'll let this slide for this 1 point because he actually on both ends of the court. I mean, he was playing defense, he was playing offense, he was doing what someone that is replacing somebody else to do. You know what I mean? And at a very efficient rate, which is good. You know, very, very good. So now he gets a rhythm going into the playoffs. Because you know we ain't seen Obi again going into playoffs. We're gonna see him like right here. He had 33 minutes. We ain't never seen that again, ever. And we ain't
Ever.
yeah, we ain't never seen that again. We're seeing him maybe at like 12, right?
Well, depending on if he scores or not, because I'm sure if he's hot, they'll leave him in.
Nah, I give him.
Yeah, bro.
I give him.
If somebody's
40.
hot, bro, you don't take them out.
Oh, if you're Tibbs, you
Even
are.
Tibbs,
No,
Tibbs not gonna take you out.
Definitely Tibbs, especially if you have Randle on that bench. You are coming out the game. Listen, it is what it is. It's reality, Stevie. I'm sorry. We're gonna see Obi for 14 minutes in the playoffs.
See. All right, you know what? That's your playoff prediction. Because I was gonna ask you, give me one playoff prediction. That's yours.
What? That we never see Obi again?
Yeah.
No, I mean
that's not yours.
I mean, okay. Obi averages less than 14 minutes in the playoffs.
That's your first playoff prediction. Mine is the bench is gonna be the star of the first round.
Can I name my
I could even name a specific player.
Can I name an MVP
For the first round?
Yeah.
Who?
Quentin Grimes.
Nah, you know who mine is off the bench?
Who?
It's gonna be iHeart.
Oh shit.
Watch. Mark my words. iHeart is gonna kill the first round. I don't know why. I just feel it.
Nah.
Him, yeah.
I think he'll play a pivotal role, maybe.
Bro, the bench are gonna be the stars. Him, Josh Hart, and Quickly. Mark my words. Those are gonna be the difference makers in the first round.
And shout out to Josh Hart, by the way. His first playoff appearance in 6 years.
Oh, so this is his playoff debut. You know he's gonna want to show out.
For New York. What's up, man? We love to see happy endings. We love it out here. He even did the Mikal Bridges thing one day. He did the I thought that was like a shout out or something. I thought he was like telling Mikal. I thought that was like sign language for Mikal. Sign here.
I hope so. That'd be sweet.
Take RJ's job. No, let me stop. Let's not get too hasty here. I like RJ. My dad likes RJ.
I do too, but for Mikal Bridges, he's gone. I'm sorry. I'll be real with you.
Yes, Stevie. I love the way you think. You're a winner, Stevie.
No, I love RJ. I hope he succeeds here in New York. But if Brooklyn be like, yo, give you Mikal Bridges, bro, yeah. Give Mikal Bridges a Knicks jersey. He should have been here anyway. We picked Kevin Knox instead.
That's a damn shame. Well, I can't say it's a damn shame because I think that was the greatest pick the Knicks have ever made. But that's besides the point. Nigga said Kevin Knox over Ewing. Stay enraged. No, let me stop. I'm trolling. Relax, everyone. Relax. I can see everybody's face right now. Like, relax. All right. Just a joke. Stevie, I'm gonna ask you the question now.
Okay.
How does Randle transition into this offense now? Does the offense stay the same, which I highly doubt, or do we go back to the one-on-one BS?
It'll most likely go back to the one-on-one, but it won't be. I wouldn't call it the one-on-one BS, but I'm trying to think of. I'm not trying to say it's a negative, but yeah, I think we'll most likely go back to that. Again, depending on the matchup, it'll work out. As I said, like even if we play the Cavs in the first round, I think we could beat them regardless, whether Randle's here or not.
So what do you think they should do then? Like, what would you like to see from the offense? Because you got to look at the offense without Randle.
No, I understand. In a perfect world, it would stay the way it is without him, and when Randle comes, it'd stay the same. But we know that's not going to happen. That's not his style of ball. He has to have the ball in his hands. So I guess my adjustment to that would be, I always said it from the beginning, get him the post, get him the ball in the post, rather than having him bring the ball up.
Because we got Brunson for that. You know,
Exactly.
that's exactly why we got Brunson.
I would rather get him the ball in the post. If he's in the post, get him the ball as much as you want.
Because that's where he dominates the most, honestly. But the
That's
problem
I've
with
been saying that for the longest.
the problem with Randle, well, not problem, but Randle's game is more. He's like a locomotive. He needs to get started first before he gets downhill. You know, he can't just go downhill and just, which I've seen him do. It's not like he can't do it, but he just prefers to, you know, catch, look, okay, do his thing, and but we don't like the okay, Stevie. You know, we don't like the okay.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
We
I
don't
know
like the
exactly.
okay. We don't need no okays and no jump passes, New York. I can't take any of those.
Yeah, we don't need Randle thinking or overthinking. Think fast, as fast as possible.
No, don't think at all. Let it be natural.
No. Think fast. If you're gonna think fast, bro. Because if you think slow, then you're screwed.
How long? 3 seconds? Nah, that's too long. I'll give you 2.
Give him 5. I'll give him 5.
That's way too long.
It is, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him 5. He's an all-star. Gotta give him 5. We'll give him 2 more seconds.
All right. Fair. You get the all-star treatment, Randle.
If he wasn't an all-star, 2.
And one more critique, Randle, is just play ball, man. Look, the refs suck. Everybody knows it. You know, you're not getting any extra points or kudos for arguing. You know, and speaking of arguing, we'll get to that. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, no arguing. None. Stop it. The attitude isn't there. I mean, not that it isn't there, but like it doesn't need to be there. You know, just play ball. I get it. You're frustrated. Make it be known. Cool, whatever. But like, there gotta be a stop button. There's gotta be a point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna put a pin in it. I gotta focus on the game at hand. Like Tibbs says, team first. Team first. Anything to help the team first. By you blabbing your mouth and getting yourself out your game and focusing on these refs and making it harder for everybody else to get calls now because now the refs hate you for being spitting in their face 24/7. You did way more harm than good and you'll probably finish the game with 35 points and we'll lose by like 7 due to just some bad calls, you know. So that's a no bueno.
We don't need that.
That's a definitely no bueno. We're not here to stat stack. We're not stat stacking here. We're here to win. Win.
Facts.
By any means, my guy. Any means. So, you know, it's just kind of weird because we did make it a point that we didn't need Randle to win, and yet we're winning without Randle. So, like, it's kind of just because it would have been different if we would have beat, like, the Magic. We beat the Cleveland Cavaliers healthy by, like, almost 20 points.
Here's my thing about that, bro.
Please, enlighten me, bro. Please.
I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon that we don't need Randle because of those wins. Because let's be real. Number one, they didn't have Jared Allen.
Okay.
That's why we were getting to the hole like crazy. Jared Allen was there, we would have been getting to the hole as much. I'm not discounting our win because we didn't have Randle either. So we were both down a man. So the matchup was even, but still at the same time, those lanes were open because Jared Allen wasn't there. So we got to put that into perspective. And the Wizards game, they were missing their 3 main guys, bro. Again, not discounting the wins, but to put things in perspective as far as the Randle situation goes, we don't know yet how good we could be without him. There's only 2 games, one of which dudes had their 3 main pieces were out. So we got to take this with a grain of salt. Does it look good? Yeah. Can't deny that. It looks great, actually. The ball's flowing. Defense is still, not to say Randle didn't play defense because he has gotten better defensively. Big shout out to him for that. The defense hasn't taken a step back. The ball's moving. So it does look a little better. But this is just a sample size. So I'm personally not going to overreact to it.
That's a good take, Stevie. That's a very good way to look at it. I mean, we got to look at it at both. There's always 2 sides to a coin, right? It's just funny to look at because we made it a statement that we couldn't win without him, and now we're winning without him. But like you said, you know, these teams are hurt, not completely, but like the Wizards were probably like the most hurt team we played. The Miami Heat were pretty much healthy. The Cavaliers just missing
Those
one.
were quality wins. Don't get it twisted. They're not quality wins. I'm not saying they're not quality wins. I'm just trying to put them in perspective as far as the Obi and Julius situation goes. It's something to keep an eye on these next. Well, we got 3 games left.
Yes.
So
Pacers twice,
and the Pelicans. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he does these 3 games. And how we're gonna bring him into the playoffs, depending on if Randle's ready or not. So, excuse me. If anything,
so dude, let's
that's the big story for the next 3 games is how Obi looks, in my opinion.
So before we go further into this, real quick, because I'm gonna throw some malarkey, some New York fantasy stuff, right? I believe it was the Wizards game. It was the Cavaliers game, I think. Obi and RJ were actually
I saw that. They went at it
crazy. Now, someone said something very, very interesting in the comments. I like to read the comments because that's where the real juicy stuff comes from. One comment read, "This is the difference between fighting with teammates and fighting with Randle."
What does that even mean?
So, you remember when Randle got into Quickly's face?
Yeah.
That one felt a little bit more personal than this one. This one, I liked this beef. This was okay because they bumped it out, whatever. I didn't see Randle bump it out quickly. Yeah, they could say it's. Listen. I'm not here to make speculation. I just never heard an apology. I never heard anything because they even said it. They talked about it after the game, like, "Oh yeah, we butt heads, and I apologize. It happens." RJ even said, "Yo, if you have a little brother and you always see him all the time, you're gonna want to slap him in the back of the head sometimes. It's gonna happen. Family ties." I never heard Randle even speak about the situation.
I don't know, bro, because that Obi Toppin RJ situation looked kind of heated. Like if people wasn't between them, they looked like they was about to scrap.
Maybe.
Kind of. Go watch the video again.
No,
kind of crazy. The only reason Julius Randle's video wasn't a good look for him was because Quickly was trying to calm him down, and he just flipped out and went in his face. The only reason why. Them two looked like they was about to go at it. I mean, it was cool at the end where they dabbed each other up and said, yes, whatever. Big shout out to them for that. But, bro, that shit looked like it could have gotten bad.
Quarter.
Yeah, I heard. It looked like it could have gotten bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It's just, it felt different. It felt a little different. Because I don't know. I think Randle meant it. Whatever he said to Quickly, I think he meant it.
I mean, we'll never know. We weren't like there, but it didn't look good either way.
It didn't. But it's okay. Listen, all beef aside, look, we're one family. It's 3 family members. You have your cousin that you just want to slap sometimes. You got your brother you want to hit. Siblings, I'm sure you and your brother have wanted to kill each other many times.
Yeah.
So it happens. So I'm gonna just squash it. I'm gonna let it sit because we want good positive energy going into the playoffs. I do have a is it just me or, and I know it's been a while. So here you go. Is it just me, or I'm gonna psych you out a little bit, Stevie? Because I told you the first one, but I didn't tell you the second one.
Oh, there's 2.
There is 2. Is it just me, or should Jalen Brunson win MIP and or Quickly winning 6th man of the year?
Both have cases for the award. I'm trying to see who the competition for Quickly is. I assume Jordan Clarkson is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
in
his
terms of
impact has been,
I was
bro.
gonna say, in terms of impact, he is
Yeah, I would
undoubtedly.
say he's it personally.
In terms of impact, he is
That's just me
undoubtedly the
though.
winner. Nah, it could be anything really. Who's really doing it like that?
Oh, Malcolm Brogdon from the Celtics. He's the other favorite. So it's between Quickly and Brogdon. Nah, Brogdon's playing good. Don't sleep.
I'm sleeping.
Nah, don't sleep on Brogdon, bro. Hold on, get his numbers.
I'm snoozing and all that.
All right, compared to all right, Quickly's averaging 14.3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Brogdon's averaging 14.7, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. So yeah, they kind of running neck and neck there. Just saying.
But I don't know. I don't know about Brogdon. See, Brogdon's on a great team already. Not to say Knicks aren't great, but let's be real for a second. The reason why the Celtics are there is not because of Brogdon. Yes, he may have a part off the bench, cool, but we all know why the Celtics are there.
Oh yeah, of course. But Quickly's not where he's one of the reasons we're here, but he's not the reason.
That is also true. Also true.
I mean, I guess it's from the looks of it, it's between them two. And I saw Bobby Portis was third. Only reason Bobby Portis won't win it is because they're already established, as are the Celtics. So in that aspect, yeah, Quickly might be the favorite.
That would be dope. And in terms of Jalen Brunson, I don't think he'll get it. He's gonna get snubbed as he always does for some reason.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We'll see.
I would actually like him to get snubbed so we can win the championship next year. Because now he has the All-Star thing on his head. Then he'll have the MIP thing on his head. And then he might even have an MVP thing on his head. So, listen, if he gets snubbed for all three, well, he's going to get snubbed for the MVP for sure. Well, not even a snub. He's not going to get picked for MVP. Because that race is ridiculous. Who's like, that whole MVP race is crazy.
Yeah.
I think Embiid should win. That's just that. I just want to throw that out there. I think he's better than Jokic. I think Embiid is. I think Embiid got it. Unpopular opinion. Also unpopular opinion. Shout out to LSU, by the way, women's championship. You already know.
Yeah.
Big
Good
W.
game.
Just basketball news at this point. I'm just rambling at this point because the show is pretty much over. But
Heard you. Just wrap it up.
You already know how we do, Knicks Anonymous family. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, so listen, the stream, the Riverside thing, the live, we're definitely gonna get that going. We have a nice community growing on Instagram. So honestly, if you're not in it and you want to be in it, you just DM us. Links down below in the description, and we will get to you.
We'll respond.
We'll definitely respond
right away, but we'll respond.
Yes, we respond to everybody. We love talking Knicks with everybody. I will say it here again. Please keep the chat Knicks. Please just keep it Knicks as much as possible. If you have good news and you want to share it, share it. If you're having a bad day, by all means, go ahead. But let's not go politics. Let's not do any of that other extra stuff. Let's just keep it cordial. Yes, Twitter. Yeah, you can do whatever you want on Twitter.
Yeah, Knicks Twitter's weird. You see Knicks, politics, Knicks, gender war, Knicks, race war. You know what? Let me just stop right there.
Yes, I want none. Everything Stevie just listed, I want, besides the Knicks, I want none of that in the chat. None of that. I want as of right now, it's happy and healthy. Everybody's having a great time, and everybody's enjoying themselves. Which shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the Knicks Zone chat. Matter of fact, you guys, Knicks Zone chat, I'm gonna start shouting y'all out in the beginning of the show because I love that group chat. That group chat is very fun. So if you want to be in it, well, we're gonna be adding people, cordially, just to see, But if you want to be in it, by all means, take initiative, grab life by the balls, and DM us. But I'm LJ.
Stevie in the building.
We are Knicks Anonymous. We are the people's voice.
And we are nothing without the people. And don't forget to get your pins.
Don't forget. Pins right here. Don't forget.
Yeah.
That's it.